So in mid-December, we had a very big talk with the service delivery team at the agency. So following some big changes internally, we've actually had some new members come on board, and I wanted to have a very long talk with the team to figure out our strategy going into 2023. Now, one of the services that we introduced earlier in 2022 was actually performance creatives. So we started offering UGC creative services as well as content editing services to our clients and the reporting side of things when it came to diving deeper into the metrics of creative. So with that said, we introduced that, and we kind of figured out that media buying was honestly not as useful as it used to be as per the recent videos I made. But we believed that labeling ourselves as a creative focused agency was kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, because our main thing still is paid advertising. Therefore, it cannot only be performance creative. So we came up with this 3-pillar, or as you're gonna see in here, this 3-circle system that allows us to actually simplify our workflow as a paid advertising agency. So in today's video, I wanna talk about the 3 circles of ad success that you should be keeping in mind and mastering when running paid ads for your e-commerce brand. My name is Justin, and I'm the founder at Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. So here you go. So you're gonna see on screen, it's a very simple format. So you've got 3 circles: media buying in the middle, performance creative on the right, and offer mastery on the left. And as you can see from the arrows, which I'm gonna kind of detail all of that in today's video, but both of the orange circles point towards media buying. So therefore, media buying is fed by performance creative and offer mastery. And in return, media buying gives the needed data to the other 2 circles. So here's the deal. Media buying is, as mentioned in one of my recent videos, slowly but surely disappearing, in a sense that you don't have as much control as you used to when it comes to the ads. Now, it doesn't mean that media buying is useless. It just means that it doesn't have as big as an impact as before. But it's still important as long as you have the other 2 circles right. So let me get into performance creative. Now, I want to make it clear what is the difference between what we call performance creative and just regular ad creatives. So as an example, if I Google right here the word Facebook ad, you're gonna see a lot of regular ad creatives, which they're not necessarily meant for conversions. They're more on brand. They feature highly quality shot pictures or videos, and they're usually there more to make the brand look good rather than engineered to convert. Whereas a performance creative's sole purpose is to convert and push the customer to take the action that you want. And the other big variable that is added on performance creative is data. So it's data-driven creative editing. So we do create assets that are based on what the data tells us that the customers like or want. So as an example, if you're either using Triple Creative Cockpit or a tool like Motion app, they both give you creative data and they allow you to dissect your videos and for you to actually see the inner metrics of these assets, which again, I've talked about in very recent videos where I talked about where most people I feel are optimizing the wrong funnel. And I talked about this new and more micro funnel, which is within the performance creative realm. So it's data-driven assets and it's assets meant to convert. So as long as you have some form of feedback loop or app or software or something in order to get micro data about each of your asset in order to optimize them to get the highest click-through rate and conversion rate possible per asset, then this is what we call performance creative. But as I've mentioned just right here, to have performance creative is nothing without data. How do you get this data? With media buying or with a third-party app. So with that said, one feeds the other. Media buying is nothing without creatives, but creatives are nothing without the media buying. So I think you see where I'm going with this. Now, if I hop into this other circle right here, offer mastery, again, you could have the best creative in the world. But if you see a very high click-through rate, but conversion rate is always low, even though you've optimized your assets and you know for a fact your assets are not the issue because you've improved click-through rates tremendously and you've tried and done everything in your power to make a higher conversion rate on the assets that had a high click-through rates, that just means one thing: your offer is not strong enough. Now, offer mastery could actually contain many different subpoints. So some of them are the angle that you're actually taking with your ads. Then it's the actual offer itself. So we've also created a naming convention system at the agency where we codify our ads based on the current offer in order to split test different offers. So Could be a buy one, get one free, could be a 50% off, could be a 15% off, could be a lower AOV funnel, could be many different things. Then other aspects of the offer mastery could be landing pages or CRO, which we don't do at the agency, although we advise our clients on that and have partners where we usually refer our brands to. But from an ad perspective, this is offer testing, angle testing, and copywriting testing. This is everything that you can do in order to master the offer in itself without having to play with the website. Obviously, website plays a very important part in all of that. For the sake of today's video, and just for the sake, because usually we work with clients that have nailed their product market fit and website, so usually this is not an issue, but if you are watching this video and wondering where's the website fit, I would put that in the offer mastery. So with this said, media buying is nothing, and there's really not a lot to do, as again, per my recent videos, I'm talking about simplifying your account structures, relying more on open campaigns, merging retargeting and cold audiences together. So there's a lot less play to do with your ad structure, but the same market research, audience research, competitive analysis that you used to be doing before will be able to feed your initial wave of creatives and your initial hypothesis in terms of offer. So if you've got both of these, they can propel your first initial strategies that will be implemented through media buying, and then you'll begin the iteration cycle that will send data back to both of these circles, allowing you to keep on creating and iterating based on your first hypothesis. So then maybe something worth noting and adding, which is not in the following diagram, but there could be an overarching circle that encompasses everything shown in this video, and that would just be your marketing strategy. What's your angle with this? What's your goal, right? Do you want to be profitable, keep low ad spend, but higher margins? Do you want to scale, get a lot of new customers, and you already have strong backend systems in order to increase client lifetime value? So once you get the goal, once you know what platforms you're going to be running on, so again, the overall strategy, it's much easier to attack these three circles. So going into 2023, as an e-commerce brand, as a marketer, whoever you may be watching this video, I highly recommend that you do focus on these three circles, that you do focus on that yourself when running your own ads, or that you have an agency that does focus on these three pillars. Because if you do work with a simple media bar, or if you only focus on tweaking the account, I hope you won't get this the wrong way, but you will inevitably fail. If you're watching this video and you want to be a part of a community of e-commerce brand owners and marketers specializing in Facebook ads and anything paid advertising related, then click the description down below, join our free Facebook group. Make sure to fill out all of the screening questions, as we only let in members that filled everything out, that have the highest quality of group members within the group, do not have any spam. Honestly, we're pretty good in terms of very, very low spam rate, and we keep the community clean so that anybody can ask the questions that really matter in there, and I can easily jump in and answer anyone's questions within the group. Now, if you're an e-commerce brand or store owner making at least $50,000 a month with your brand, then also check out the description down below and click on the link to book in your short demo call with our team. Fill out all of the pre-call questions, then you'll be redirected to a thank you page with a short video for you to watch on things that you should know before that call. And I'll be more than happy to walk you through personally on this call on our services, what we do, what we offer, and see if there's a good fit to help scale your brand. On that note, make sure you check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.